Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but your girl is back. And if you are new, thanks for joining. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want to see how I achieved this look, just continue watching this video. Everything that I use will be listed down below in the description box, so please check that out. Also, I got this inspiration from a picture that I seen on Pinterest. I will try to find that picture and insert it at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy. I did my brows off camera so that the video wouldn't be long. I'm spraying some hand sanitizer on my hands. Now I'm going in with my moisturizing cream. With this stuff, you kind of don't need a lot unless you, like me, have dry skin. That's why I put on so much. Then I'm just going to rub that in. And if you put on a lot, it will be white for a long time. So you will be doing a lot of rubbing. As you can see, I didn't put on too much, but I put on enough so that my skin don't dry out. I also will be testing out some new products. The first one I have is the Huda Beauty Hydrating Primer. And I'm just going to add a few little small pumps, not too much, just to see if it's going to really give me that glow or hydration that I need, I guess. This is my first time using it, and I can say I like the product. It's not too, let's see, not too oily. It's just right, and I feel like it really like seeps into your skin. I'm gonna go in with another primer. I'm gonna be using the Smashbox, the original photo finish smooth and blur primer. I really love this primer. It does exactly what it says it's gonna do. I have the sample size, so I really need to purchase the bigger size ASAP. So I'm trying this powder before foundation technique, and I know a lot of people say that you're not supposed to add liquids after powder, but I just wanted to test it out and see how I like it. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. This is the shade 430. It is a tad bit darker than my skin, but I figured once I go in with my concealer to highlight, it will lighten it up a bit. And I'm going to continue to blend this out until everything is even, so everything can look nice and smooth. As you can see, I'm still blending, and also don't forget your neck. Now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix setting spray, and I'm going to spray that all over, making sure I saturate my face. And I'm going with my brush and also my sponge just to make sure that I'm melting that into my skin. Now for the concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. And I'm just going to put that under my eye. And I kind of went a little heavy on it, but it's okay because it blended out perfectly. I'm going to put that under my eyes, on my chin, my forehead, and down the center of my nose. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. Now you can take whatever setting powder that you have. I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD and adding it to my chin. I'm going to add it to my forehead and also the center of my nose. I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Banana Setting Powder underneath my eyes. And I'm going to bake a little bit while I do my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with my Huda Beauty Topaz Obsession palette. I'm going to be using that orange palish pink color, and that's going to be my transition color. In my crease, I'm going to go in with that dark brown shade at the bottom, and I'm just going to lightly feather that in. I don't want it to be too harsh, but I also don't want it to be too light. And then I'm going to take another brush to kind of blend those two shades together. Now it's time to cut my crease. I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Warm Caramel Concealer. So when I'm making it to the back, I'm kind of like curving it up a little bit to make like a outer V. And I'm also going to do the same at the bottom as if you were adding on your eyeliner. Now I'm going to fill that in to make sure that every area is nice and covered before going in with my glitter. I feel like I needed just a little bit more of that brown because it kind of like disappeared just a little bit, but not too much. Enough so that it'll show up a little more bold. Now, before going in with any type of glitter, you will need some type of glitter primer or some type of sticky base for it to stick to. You can use the concealer, but it won't show up that good. The glitter that I'm going in with is the NYX Glitter Brilliance. This is the shade or color Gold. And if y'all would like to see me do swatches of all the colors that I have, just leave a comment down below and I will do that. I like to pack mine on just to make sure that everything is nice and covered, and also just to make sure that everything shows. And I didn't want the back outer V to be as bold as the front, so I went in with that gold shade above the brown in the Topaz palette, just so I can make it gold but not as bold. The eyeliner I'm going to be using is the NYX That's the Point liquid liner, and I'm going to get as close as I can to my lash line and just draw a line straight to the back, and then I'm going to start at the bottom at the back and do my little V, and then connect it at the top and then fill everything in. So I said I was going to add this picture at the end, but I thought adding an insert looked better. Now I'm just taking a little more of that gold just to fix the top. Now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild pressed powder. I will insert the actual color of it at the end, and I'm going to dust away that banana powder. And I'm only doing one eye at a time just so I can make sure that I don't mess anything up or miss any steps. So everything that you did on the other eye, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to do a cut crease using the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer, or whatever concealer that you have. And you're just going to cut your crease, and when it comes to the back part, go up a little bit like you're doing a V, and then also add it at the bottom as if you're doing your eyeliner, and fill everything in. Add some of that brown to make it bold, but not too bold. Add some glitter primer so that your glitters will stick, and add whatever glitter that you want to use. Just make sure that you pack it on enough that it's smooth and that it actually shows. Now going in with my eyeliner, this time I'm starting with the V, the outer V part, and I'm going in and I will connect everything in the front and then fill in as I go. Now I'm going to go in with that pressed powder just to dust away that setting powder. And I'm going to make sure that everything is nice and dusted away before moving on to the next step. I'm going to take some banana powder and I'm going to add that to my jawline just to give it that natural contour look. This is an optional step. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I wanted to try out just to see if I like it or not. And honestly, I don't really know. Now to contour my face, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Bronzer. This is the shade Mocha Mommy. Now I'm just adding a little bit because this is kind of a really dark shade. Just adding a little bit to my cheek area and also my temples. And then I am going to add a little bit on the bottom half of my jawline after I dust away that setting powder. As you can see, I don't let that powder sit there for too long. Now I'm just dusting away everything before going in and blending out that contour. And I am going to go in with another powder just to set my whole entire face. For my highlight, I'm going to be using the Sephora Face Shimmering Powder. And I'm just going to use this to highlight my Cupid's bow as well as the tip of my nose. Then I stopped because I noticed that I didn't contour my nose. And I don't go like super harsh with the contour on my nose, just a little bit. And I'm using that same bronzer from earlier. And then I'm going to go back in with the highlight and just do the bridge of my nose. And then also the higher parts of my cheeks, under my eyebrows, and also a little bit on the top of my brow on the right hand side. I just noticed that on the left side that you couldn't see that glitter as high as you can on the right side. So I'm just adding a little bit more of that glitter primer to the top half. And then I'm going to add more of the glitter to it just so it can look the same as the other side. Just to give my eyes at the bottom underneath my lashes a little color, I am going to go in with that orange color that I used for my transition color, as well as that brown shade. And right here, I noticed on the right eye, I had a little glitter at the bottom in the front corner, and I like the way that looks, so I'm just adding that same color to the opposite side. For my lips, I'm going to be going in with my favorite lip liner. This is the Night Moth by MAC, and I'm just going to outline my lips. I kind of over outline my lips all the time just because I like the way it gives me that natural ombre look. Then I'm going to add that NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the center. This is the shade Ruffle Trim. Just only in the center, because once you pucker your lips together and move it around a bit, it will move around just a little bit though. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX Butter Gloss, and I use Madeline, and just pucker those lips together. And I love, love, love Butter Gloss. I always go with the nude shades. And now I'm just taking that brush and making sure that everything is nicely blended before setting my face with setting spray. So as far as the setting spray go, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. It is so soft. It kind of reminds me of the Glam Glow. I got to get the name and insert it. That's what it reminds me of. And I'm just taking a dry sponge and just patting that into my face. Honestly, you really don't have to do this step with that because that is not too liquidy. It's more like it's a mist, but it's not how, as y'all can see, the Makeup Forever mist is so kind of like heavy. It's not like that. Now for my lashes, I have a lot of favorites. This one happens to be one of my favorites. This is the Too Faced Better Than Love mascara. If you're in the US, it's called Too Faced Better Than Sex. I love this mascara. It gives you a lot of volume. I kind of already have long lashes, and it's just make them even bolder. It makes it look like I have on individual lashes. This step is optional. You don't have to set your face again. I just wanted to set it one more time just to make sure that everything is set into place.